chamber. So it's not it's not an iron lung, but it's a hyperbaric chamber. During the times where you're kind of shopping around for
when you have money in the bank that you don't know what to do with, you're like, I need a chamber to sleep in. This bed ain't good enough. Tell me what? I was gonna run a 5K, Syed, so I thought I'd take it seriously, and I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of.
No, it's kind of in between alternative medicine. Naturopathic medicine wasn't helping. I had to figure something else out.
Hey, man.
So you start rolling the dice and some other stuff.
When you don't know what it is, and you're going to try everything.
You can try everything. So I go in, obviously. If you go to whatever alternate medicine thing, and they start listing all of the things they can cure, that should be your first. Like, this seems like a warning. He's like, yeah, we got Lyme disease. We take care of
AIDS.
What's it called? Come on. Autism.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The recovery, bone recovery.
Death.
People deep sea divers that get the bends. Where they have like too much of like nitrogen or something in their joints and stuff, or
right.
blood, whatever. They'll do that. So he goes through a long list of stuff. Right. The thing is that like if you're smart, you'll put some real stuff in with the not so proven stuff, right? Because like the bends, that's proven that it works, right? But Lyme disease, we don't know,
right?
Apparently, if you put a kid like an autistic kid inside the tank, and then you ask him the same questions you would like outside of the tank,
right?
They'll do better. They can like there's a better focus or something.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Yeah,
this is a tough one for me.
I think I believe I watched a few videos on it.
All right, cool.
Nonetheless, so I tell him what I got.
I won't have you sully this good podcast with this unprecedented information. But I'm like, what's air have to do with it?
Yeah. So for the people who don't know what it is, a hyperbaric chamber is just pure. So you're inside a tank, completely airtight, and they pump in 100% pure oxygen inside the tank, and they pump it to twice the atmospheric pressure.
Right.
So it feels like it's like an airplane, like your ears pop and
so
stuff
you're
like
basically if you're sleeping in there, you're sleeping above sea level.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then your body starts creating more red blood cells, which help with like oxygenating.
Yeah. Or something.
Your muscles.
Yeah.
That's as much as I know, definitely. Everything after this might be like
And so you definitely leave the place and get out happy for the next hour because it was just pure oxygen.
Can you sleep in there pretty well?
I've never done it.
Oh,
I've never slept in it. No. They have TVs mounted on the outside.
Right.
So you can watch a movie while you get your treatment.
Gotcha.
Right. It's about an hour that you're in there.
So you don't have like a mask. You're like in a.
You're in the tank. Yeah.
You're in tank.
You're just in the tank. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a glass tank, which is nice.
Yeah.
Right. And then you just chill over there.
That's the thing about those float tanks. When it's pitch black, you're like, what is happening? Like
Yeah.
Does the thing open?
I feel like I'm comfortable in there,
dude.
Once when it closes, and then the lights outside of the tank on the timer, then it turns off, so you don't even have the sliver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm 100%. I'm great.
You're good in there.
Yeah.
You don't ever feel like I gotta get up and make sure that the world is still out there.
No,
right,
not ever.
I fought it, but I feel that way every time I go in there for at least 10 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah, near the end, generally.
It's more of a submission thing. I said, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, no, I understand all of that. Yeah. But sometimes you're like, I'm itchy. Like, I don't know why. It's just weird things that I have to convince myself that, like, you don't have to sit up, bro. But you're like, feel real good to sit up right about now. Like, you don't gotta sit up.
For me, also, the fact that floating costs so much money.
Yeah, you got it right.
That I'm like, like, don't move.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah,
any movement is wasting money. It's
you
like
$1. 8
$2.
shawarmas, but you decided to do this, so do it. Would you throw away half a shawarma?
No, you would never do that.
No.
You would never do that. Even if it's soggy, you throw it in the oven, and after you just make the outside crispy. Have you ever that's like a shawarma CPR?
No.
So you kept a shawarma in the fridge.
Yeah.
Right. So the tahini and whatever kind of softened the bread.
Right.
You don't want to eat soggy bread.
Right.
So you throw that back into the toaster oven and you toast it a little aggressively. Right. So you don't just warm it up. You toast it, and it will solidify the bread outside, make it a little bit crispy. That's your shawarma CPR.
That sounds like a good thing for anybody who has enough counter space to have a toaster in their tiny Toronto apartment.
Don't turn this into an affluent thing, bro. Most people have toaster ovens. Get out of
that's
here.
the weird thing about having a place
Get
in
the frick outta
Toronto.
here.
People are like, you live in Toronto? That sounds nice. I'm like, I don't have If you give me a bowl, it will sit right where you gave it to me. I have to put it in the dryer to hide it. Because there's no place to put anything.
Oh, man.
With that said, like I treat shawarma like cocaine, man. Shawarma is for now. I have all the shawarma right now. I'm not doing shawarma later. That's why I buy shawarma in a dime bag, only as much as I want at a moment. Just be eating shawarma all my life if I buy too much.
Fair. That is a good food.
Shawarma, yeah. And it was great. Growing up in Houston where I didn't try a lot of food, that was the cool thing. Like, sushi for the first time, shawarma for the first time, you know, oysters for the first time you were there.
Yeah.
So it's like those were, that's cool. Because when you're like a dumbass kid who doesn't eat anything, you know.
You
As
were
an adult, you remember eating foods for the first time.
Fair. Do you remember your first time eating sushi?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Square One Mall.
Okay.
I was a student in college, and I had it with my friend Rachel.
It was a bento box.
It was a bento box we got at the mall,
Yeah.
and we bought 4 in a box. I had one, and she had one, and we threw the other 2 away.
Oh my god.
Second time, Maki Maki,
Yeah.
Credit View, and Burnham Thorpe doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Something else is there. And I had started working out like a crazy person with a trainer, and the rule was if you see food, you eat food. And basically everything in there halal, it was all you can eat.
Right.
And not did I start liking it. I think by the end of it, I had like 50 pieces. So yeah, I started loving sushi literally from the second time I had it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I went to university and I had a couple friends over there. They had sushi. One of them was a cultured gentleman by the name of Phil. He was half Brazilian, half German, and he figured
The German side named him.
yeah, definitely.
This is my Brazilian friend, Phil.
And he figured the best way for him to get into commercial pilot school was to become an engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a super smart guy. Anyway,
Not smart enough to know that's a horrible way to get in there. No, I don't know.
And then so he's like, "Yo, you never had sushi before?" I said, "No." We had a couple Asian friends as well, so we all went to a sushi spot in Toronto.
Yeah, you did.
And they didn't start me off slow. They didn't say, "Here, have a California roll, then have an avocado roll," where it's like mostly California roll with one little piece of fish.
Right.
No, they just like a plate of sashimi
Yeah.
and just eat raw salmon right there,
Yeah.
right off the bat. I did.
Mm-hmm.
And within, I think, third or fourth time, or third piece, I was like, oh, this is not too bad.
Yeah.
This is not too bad at all. You just
Right.
got to get past the idea of eating raw food.
Totally.
But it's
like butterfish?
As far as it tastes great.
Completely. That's exactly what it is. It's not as much of an acquired taste as one might think.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Some of those things are super fishy.
Yeah.
But other things, you're like, oh, I can totally see how
Yeah.
this is fun.
If anything, it's less fishy raw than it is.
That might be also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can cook salmon, you can smell salmon. But if you cut
Yeah.
raw salmon, put it in your plate, and you can't smell it,
It's true.
you know?
Also,
yeah,
the
so-
thought of eating something like here's a little tiny sushi. It's kind of cute. You
Okay.
know, kind of separate. You don't have that with like fries or most other things here.
No. That being said,
Yeah.
fries is a staple for me to order at every all-you-can-eat sushi place as like the last thing that I eat. I don't know why, but the pairing is great.
Really, fries and sushi.
Hmm.
I wonder what they think about you.
With a little bit of spicy mayo. I haven't eaten. Oh, wait. Speaking of eating, bro.
Mhm.
Yesterday.
This better be very directly connected. Yesterday, I was looking for underwear. I was like, wait, man, what made you think of this? You did a backtrack.
You don't eat on your underwear? All right.
No.
I was at the Raptors game
Right.
at an executive suite.
Uh-huh.
They don't call it box. That's what peasants call it because they've never been in an executive suite.
Mm-hmm.
I was in an executive suite. Shout out to Pure Later for hooking that up. There was so much food.
Tell me about the food, man.
How
How many people in the suite?
Let's see. Maybe about like 10.
All right, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's a nice,
And-
spacious area.
And the thing is that most of the people that were there, because it was through corporate
Mhm.
that we got these tickets, right? So everyone's kind of mingling with everyone else, trying to make like connections or whatnot. Not this guy.
No,
Not this guy.
just enjoying the game with my buddy.
I don't care. Like, if we need to ship stuff, we're not going to talk to you. You're obviously super high up in the company,
Right.
and I don't plan to work for Pure later.
That's
So I'm good.
They're trying to network with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all set. Did you see the fries?
And so you know the main open area, they have like sofas and stuff like this, and this is where they put all the food down. And then they have sort of like a stand-up bar thing that overlooks the arena, and then in front they have actual seats where you can sit. So I sat in the front row all the way to the thing. You got a little bit of a ledge there. You can put all your food down. Man, shrimp cocktails, Thai vegan wraps,
Whoa.
2 artisan pizzas.
2 artisans pizza. This guy.
Yeah. You know when they have like greenery just laying on top of it?
Yeah.
You know, that type of artisan, and then they throw in
Nice.
some oil. Just
Yeah, you feel like you had a salad.
yeah, exactly. Then they had wings and like sliders, burgers, things like that.
Okay, that's nice.
Dude, it was fantastic. And the
Nice.
thing is that like, you know how sometimes something happens and then the novelty of it wears off while the evening is going. You know, where you're like, oh, this was great for the first 15, 20, 30 minutes. Like you're in a boat. You know, after that, you're like, well, I'm
Yeah,
good. Like
right.
it's not. No, this kept on giving because it kind of like every quarter there's a little something. So when you get in, you get your appetizers already. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, so me and Ali we're eating the appetizers. These shrimp are gigantic, man. They're heavy. They're heavy. Like when you pick it up with the tail,
Yeah.
you can feel some heft to it. Okay. So after that, then they said, you know, the main course is available. And you go in, and then you have a dedicated, like hostess,
Wow.
right? Where like, are you okay? What do you want to drink?
Yeah.
All that other stuff. They clean the plates and everything. I'm like holding the plates and bringing it back so I can throw it in the garbage because it seems rude. Then we just ate out of. I've been to the Scotiabank Arena a few times. I've ordered a pizza a few times when I was in there, and it cost me $20.
Oh.
Right? Just like pizza and a drink and some popcorn.
Jeez.
Right? 22 something or other. When I was in this suite,
Yeah.
I ate probably like $130 worth of
yeah.
food. Like it just
I didn't even. At times you like stop watching basketball just to get your food ready. You're like,
Yep.
nope.
Yep. I probably ate about 8 slices of pizza.
Jeez, man.
Between me and Ali, we probably kind of finished most of the pizza ourselves.
Yeah.
We did so many trips back and forth. Every time out, it's like, we must eat. It wasn't, we're hungry, we should eat. It's, we must eat. And then by the third quarter comes, right? And they say, the dessert cart is here.
Jeez.
So you get up and you go to the door of the suite, and they
Right.
have a big dessert cart. All the desserts you could ever want, brother. All of them. Whatever you could think of, you could get it. You want tiramisu? We got that. Cheesecake? We also got that. You want red, like Black Forest cake? You want red velvet cake? What do you want? We got it all. We even got a donut.
Well, that's nice.
You know? So I go for the cheesecake, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are not slivers of cheesecake. You know when you go to an open buffet,
Right.
you have to, if you want to have dessert, you kind of have to put like 2 or 3 cheesecakes on your plate.
Yeah.
No, this thing was an iceberg.
Yeah.
And we have the audacity to ask for 2, even though there was only 1 per person.
You're brown. You don't have the audacity. Don't. She's used to it. She's probably grabbing the second one. They're like, they're brown. They're gonna want to get their money's worth.
So yes,
They don't
exactly.
even like basketball.
So I had a mint brownie as well.
Oh.
So I'm eating this.
Yeah.
I'm getting to a place where I can't even finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Ali asked for cake and a creme brulee.
Yeah.
So now he's holding 2 plates.
He's
as
an
he's walking by.
enthusiast. Yeah. Have you seen his Instagram?
Yeah.
He's making
It's just food.
creme brulees at home with
Yeah.
a flamethrower. He's the only brown guy I know that does that.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
true.
I bought a tool. I'm like, you don't have any other tools. What is this? Only tool you ever cooking.
He's the only guy I know that knows how to cook sous vide.
Yeah.
Anyway, dessert is done. So you think, all right, that's good,
Mm-hmm.
right? She comes back. She's like, hey, is there? Do you need anything else? I just threw it up there. I'm like, can I get some coffee? And she said, yeah. How do you take it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I panicked. I didn't even know how I was gonna order
Like
it.
a king. Whatever a king likes.
And then I said, 2 milks, 1 sugar, or whatever. And then she was making it, and I look, it's in a Tim Hortons cup. They got Tim Hortons coffee. So I wind up with like, double, please.
Yeah.
So I had that, drank that. You think it's done. Fourth quarter happens.
All
She
right.
comes in with a poster
Yeah.
with popsicles on it.
What?
Which one do you want? All Häagen-Dazs. Different
Oh,
types of
man.
You want almond? You want just clear vanilla? Do you want chocolate? What do you want?
Jeez.
What do you want? So I am literally at this point, I have to breathe beside the food that's in my stomach.
Man.
Because I've made
Yeah.
a commitment here that I don't need to breathe. I just need to
You're
eat.
using things as stomachs that aren't even stomachs anymore.
Exactly.
You're like,
right?
you can be a stomach. You're like, I'm a lung. You're like, not tonight, baby.
Take this. And so I'm tapped,
Yeah.
right? Every time the burp is happening, I feel like I might throw up. Ali also complaining about it, but then he saw popsicle
Yeah, I know.
and he couldn't say
Oh,
no.
Yeah, totally. Those are the same guys that also tell you diabetes is genetic. You know, like I can't help myself. Also, diabetes is genetic.
And then he had one of those, and then he's halfway through it, and he's almost in tears because he can't finish it.
yeah.
But like now he's committed.
That's his body telling him something. It's not even.
Needless to say, that was a fantastic basketball night.
Hey, man.
Great the entire time. Like the entire time I was there, it was a blast.
How was the game?
The game
No
was
one
great. We
knows.
won. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
we do.
yeah. I won't lie. The first 2 quarters,
Yeah.
barely remember it. Maybe watched like 4 plays.
Plus, we were, I think, winning pretty consistently
Yeah.
throughout. So
Yeah.
All right, good, man.
Dude.
It seems like you just ate every quarter. You're like, what's this quarter about?
What food?
What's the theme of this food quarter?
Exactly. It was great. There was a couple people also that there's a couple people there who are people who generally are not in a suite like that, but they're fans. So they like watching the game, but they've never been in a suite like that. So you have like this shared excitement that's
Totally.
kind of fun,
Right.
Because like it's not fun to hang out with a bunch of rich people in their box.
Totally. Because then they're complaining about things that you are like, hey, you're kind of ruining this amazing experience.
Yeah.
They're like, last time it was fish tacos.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm having the time of my life. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I don't need to hear about
exactly.
anything you're unhappy about, no matter what it was.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. I like it's like almost when you're doing something with somebody new. It's almost like seeing it through a kid's eyes. You're like, I'm excited because you're excited.
Yeah. I had to give props to the Pure Later guy, the guy who kind of like big boss over there. He did make it pretty entertaining. Nice. He also brought his kid. This kid sits by himself in the corner on the far right. I don't think this kid has ever watched a game not in a box. Because, okay, first of all, legit fan this kid is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there would be a whistle, and I'm like, what was that?
Yeah.
And he already knew what the call was.
No.
Based on what he was seeing, what the referee was doing.
Right.
Like, this kid's been watching basketball.
That's awesome, man.
But it's also, I don't think he's ever watched it anywhere else except perhaps courtside. Because if you needed to figure out what's the etiquette, when do you go eat your food? When do you do that? You just watch this kid do it.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Just before a timeout whistle happens, he's already standing up and he's going for his next course.
could
Like,
tell.
yeah.
He's like the momentum chef said they're gonna need to regroup.
Like, God damn, dude. He was such a small kid. He wasn't even in high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the guy was a veteran of sweet basketball life.
That guy's gonna be a fan for life.
Yeah.
Those kids that get to go to games from a young age.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even know you could go to the game.
Right?
I used to watch it in Houston. There's thousands of people in the crowd. I'm like, there's no way people get to go. That would be too much. You know? I hadn't even seen this arena. And then one day while we were driving by, my dad's like, that's the arena. They play basketball there. Didn't even say the Rockets play basketball. I'm like, this is where it happens? All those games I've seen?
Right. Have you ever been to...
Oh, heck no, dude. I hadn't
Houston?
been until I was here in
When you're
Toronto.
here.
Yeah. I went to one baseball game there, and that was about it. And then my first year living in Toronto, I went to like 16 games.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Just used to sneak in sometimes. Like literally the scalper, after the game would start, I would be like, how much are those tickets now?
Yeah.
Because now they're almost worthless to you. And man, sometimes, it's frustrating for them. But it was like, $10, $15.
Right.
And you get in and you can go anywhere you want.
Right.
Wherever you can sneak into, regardless of what this ticket says.
Right.
Man, I've seen some games standing, but like in areas where people have paid like $200 to.
That's amazing.
Just waiting for a friend over here. Like these people seem cool to stand over here, watch the game. Yeah, it's not that hard. With Omer, though, it was the best because that's the only person I could totally sneak around with.
Right.
And we got to basically courtside once, like fourth row.
Yeah.
And it was fun, man. I wish I got to do that in Houston. We were winning we had some amazing teams.
Yeah, you had Yao Ming.
No, man, we had Hakeem Olajuwon. The eras in Houston where Hakeem won one by himself. That off season, we got another All-Star, Clyde Drexler. we two-peated.
Mhm.
We did this when Michael Jordan went to play baseball, right? Then Michael came back.
Yeah.
And we still have Hakeem. We had Charles Barkley, who joined the Rockets,
Yeah.
and Drexler. We're battling Jordan. This is hard.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so hard to win a championship.
Mhm.
And then Hakeem retired. He actually retired up here in Toronto because he loves the weather.
Yes. That's a weird man.
Yeah. And we had this like dry spell of like Steve Francis and Katino Mobley's two guards. And then Yao Ming came in with that Tracy McGrady era.
Yeah.
And then we didn't know who we were for a second. And then we got Harden.
Yeah.
We had Lowry on our team before Harden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, almost didn't even matter. Like
Yeah,
he was.
no. He was a
He's not quite the man he is today.
Yeah. Yeah. Messiah Jerry had to sit him down and said, "Listen, you want to be a
Yeah.
you want to be a $10 million player?
Make friends with this guy. He has bounce, and then run the floor.
Become the general. Become the heartbeat." It's fun to watch.
Yeah, eras, man. Eras. I think you're literally watching the second era of Raptors basketball.
Yep.
This one doesn't have a face.
Well, wouldn't it be third? Like Vince Carter is big, and then
Yeah, I mean those are all eras, but like yeah.
like witnessing two.
Yeah,
this is true.
You
This
saw
is
the
true.
DeRozan era.
Yeah.
You saw the short-lived Kawhi Leonard era.
Yeah.
And this era
That was
hasn't.
quite an era, though.
That was a short-lived but quite an era. Made quite a
Man.
impression.
There's a cool picture
Yeah.
of Kawhi Leonard sitting by himself in the change room,
Mm.
just like leaning back, looking at the ring. It's a cool picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a photographer, I appreciate that picture a lot. That was a really cool one. Yeah.
Seen Jordan like sitting in the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
just holding. There's some.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture. too.
Kobe
Yeah,
has a good
super
one too.
iconic. Super iconic. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever accomplish something that you'd get like something like that for, right?
Oh man. Yeah, I was thinking, when you retire as a basketball player,
Right.
even if you were always just a support player on the bench
Mhm.
throughout your entire career, man, it's still pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Still pretty amazing.
Right? Yeah.
You know? And like how can you not miss
Mhm.
that? 3 times a week
Yeah.
or 2 times a week you're in an arena and that many thousands of people show up just to see you
I
play.
think it's 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's since you were a child.
Yes.
Like you've been doing this in high school to like packed family members and other kids'
Yeah.
families, and then college.
yeah.
And then you're in the NBA. That's your whole life. That's why Vince Carter. I don't know what that guy's gonna do. He's been in the NBA longer than a lot of people I know have been alive.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder what he will do. This is his last year,
Yeah.
so he says, but I'm pretty sure it is going to be his last
Yeah,
year.
I think this is it.
This is it?
Jeez, let's just
Yeah.
calm down, Vince.
Yeah.
Sit down for a second, please.
Oh, you think we'll pick him up?
Nobody. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do it as like a, hey, come on, let's.
Yeah.
And we should. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What else are we doing? It's
Yeah,
not
what
like-
else are we doing?
It's not like we have a big distraction from,
Yeah.
being pretty good.
Yeah.
We can maintain being okay. It's
Yeah.
the East.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick the guy up, give him a nod. He'll
Yeah.
cry a little bit. Everybody else will too. And
That's it. We don't have to retire his jersey, but it'll be good that he retires with the Raptors.
make a great video. We have the footage.
Yeah.
Have
That'd be
him
cool.
dunk on people.
Man.
Air Canada. Freaking, that was his nickname, man.
That was Usain Bolt.
Yeah, he did that too.
But yeah.
I think many people might have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The double point to the sky.
The double point to the sky.
It can't be just one person.
Yeah, I invented this trademark. Taco Tuesday. I know LeBron tried to trademark Taco Tuesday.
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Here's some money in that. Well, I mean, all sort of weird things get like the claw.
Mm.
That's trademarked.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All
you
sorts of
got to
stuff.
make your money in different ways.
Yeah, what's interesting? People have so much money, but they're like, "Hey, I can make another $1 million here."
Yeah.
Hold up,
Well, you need that energy. That's
that.
If you don't have that energy, you're not making money.
it's true. I
Yeah.
guess.
You know?
I
Can't
guess.
let that go. Can't let that go. You can't let anything go.
Yeah, I guess.
In business, it's different. You just
Right.
need to.
I think it would be, I don't know myself, but it'd be good to like once you've reached certain levels of successes, I don't know, yeah, it's hard to know when to stop, or
Yeah.
it probably doesn't even feel good to stop.
That's it. Because winning is winning.
Geez, that sounds horrible.
It really does.
I feel like you need to win and then do like,
It might not be because of the money. It might be just because you want to win.
yeah, and then just do like an ayahuasca retreat, then you're a different person, and then you've already won.
Fair.
And then your ass is calm.
I don't think that happens.
I know, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
I like to think at some time you can just enjoy being still. You know,
I
like a
would hope
stone.
so. I would hope so.
I know.
You know, that would be nice because it feels like there was some calm into it in
Right.
it. But first of all, I don't think I've accomplished enough for me to be able to. I want to be a stone at some point.
Oh no, no one's
need-
talking about you. Like no one's talking about us, you know. But at some point, I would like to think after I've done something for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
That it's instead of wanting to do it more, bigger, stronger, faster,
Mhm.
it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and it's okay to do that as well because I've accomplished, and I think that's how some people will feel when they sit down with their championship ring or
Right.
trophy or whatever, or their kid. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe
Uh,
kids will change it. I feel like that
maybe.
was different.
Didn't for those men. Didn't for those men like whatever kids. Everybody has kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is
I
true.
got to bring a ring to Cleveland, you know? Who's done that? Nobody.
Yeah.
Who will do that after me? Nobody. They'll
Yeah.
make statues after me.
That's true. Does LeBron have a statue?
Oh no, he's too active. He's alive. It's hard to give a living man that'll go right to his head.
Fair. He's called King James.
Yeah, that's true.
He calls himself
Yeah.
King James.
Yeah, I read a quote by him, and he was like, one of the things I really don't like is when people compare me to my son, who also plays basketball, and his son's name is LeBron. Like he should have maybe just named him a little bit differently.
I thought his name was Bronny.
No, that's what they call him because his name is LeBron.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So LeBron the second?
Yeah, well, you don't have to call him that. It's not necessarily a second or junior if you don't want to
Yeah.
say it that way. Like, well, I'm a Syed, but it's not like my dad calls me junior.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if you
Yeah.
actually went by the name Sayed the second?
That would be
Like it was
yeah.
actually on your attendance
That would
record?
be awesome. Syed the second. It's not even true. Like Syed the 2
34th?
billionth. Like
God damn it. So,
Bronny.
you've been watching anything lately? Anything interesting lately?
Caught up on Mandalorian.
Okay. Mandalorian needs to pick it up.
Yeah, I'd say.
Get the frick out of
Great
here.
build up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's about to happen?
Come on, people.
Please make it happen.
Do something.
We're on episode 5.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
A couple of those episodes.
Is there
were
another
throwaways.
Yoda? Give me something. Like, give me the hint that these are more of these.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I just made that up because I'm like, something's gonna do
I
something.
need something.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be him taking off his helmet. I
Yeah.
don't care that much.
No.
Unless it's like Ryan Reynolds and they're like, oh shit.
Well, you already know who it is. It's the Viper from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oberon.
Oberon. Yeah.
I like Oberon.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
great.
know that.
Yeah.
Thanks
That's
for
him.
telling me. I appreciate it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's his voice.
I don't appreciate it. Also, I thought he was Spanish or something.
Well, Oberon is Spanish.
He didn't sound Spanish in this. Does he sound Spanish in this?
I mean, no.
It
It's got his
seems-
voice. I don't
yeah.
know. It is
It's
what it
also
is.
like if somebody sounded Spanish, you're like, hey man, how big is Spain now? Like,
It's yeah, they reach for the stars.
yeah, they're in the part of the empire.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal. The planet of Spain.
It's funny because most of all of the sci-fi shows, it's
Mm-hmm.
China that makes it out. So you know, at the expanded universe of whatever the place is, you have to learn Chinese.
Not in early Star Trek, but now. Right now, anything's popping up right now. Yeah.
Yeah, China made it. What else you watching?
I'm almost done with the Michelle Wolf special.
Oh shit! I forgot.
think
I was
it's
supposed to
called
watch
Joke
it
Show?
yesterday. I'll watch
Dude,
it. I'll
it
watch it
is.
this today.
It's a freaking solid comedy special.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Yeah, if you sit down and just try to keep track of this is a bit that's ended, and just see the amount of bits and how good some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll like it. Anybody who likes comedy will like it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she like leans into all of it. Like people are too sensitive, but it's just her perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's solid.
All right.
So good. She has this one bit, and I won't ruin it. But she was just talking about anything horrible that happens with women. They have like a name that doesn't describe it well enough, like a period.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'm on my period.
Yeah.
You should call it, and then she like calls it a few things if that's what's actually happening, or you're like, oh
the
yeah,
bloody
that's...
tsunami.
yeah. And if you walk into work and you're like, this is what's happening to me,
Yeah.
it'd be like, yeah, take the week, take the whole week, please. Call it a period. I'm on my period. I'm like, no. Like,
All right. I'm looking forward to this.
yeah, it's good.
That's good, man.
It's a good shit.
I'm on Amazon Prime right now. Okay.
Doing a little bit of this.
The Marvelous Miss Maisel is back.
Right.
New season is out. Just as entertaining as the one before.
Nice.
Must watch.
Yeah.
Solid, man.
All right,
Solid,
cool.
solid. Do you watch the first season?
I saw the first season. I saw a bit of the second.
Yeah.
I saw enough to be able to talk to anybody about the show.
Fair.
And that's what I do
fair.
sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you need
Yeah.
to do. Sometimes that's all you need to do. No, I really like it. Just the way how it's written, man. God damn it, the conversations.
We gotta get you a longer screensaver, or
Yeah, I gotta change
bug
it
you.
after I reformatted all of those settings changed. Jack Ryan.
I hear great things about Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
Couldn't be happier for John Krasinski.
John Krasinski
Jim from The Office
is a character from a Tom Clancy franchise. That's so cool.
Yeah, good
you
for
know,
him.
all you needed to do was do a Michael Bay movie, work out a lot,
Yeah.
and then that's it. People are like, yeah, we can imagine him as
Yeah.
a smart guy who shoots guns.
Right.
And
Same thing for friggin' Jurassic Park man, Guardians of the Galaxy dude,
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get jacked for like one, action movie. After that, people are like, I could see you doing things.
Yeah, look at the the dedication
Yeah.
for your art there. Anyway, so Jack Ryan is not a super great spy show, but definitely entertaining and easy watch. And it's just fun to see John Krasinski do stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's not overly, how do we say?
He's not getting a lot of work. People aren't like, he's not turning down a ton of roles.
Well, I guess not. But this one's nice.
I'm glad.
Also, he plays opposite a guy who is a Muslim, but he's not quite like he's in the CIA, but he's a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
Some people know, some people don't know.
Is he undercover Muslim?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, is he black?
Yeah, he's black.
He's an undercover brother? That's awesome. In the CIA?
Yeah. So that's cool too. A little bit of a little interesting.
He's gonna get outed
at some point.
They're gonna. Who was using a low tie in the bathroom? And it's him. He's like, oh shit.
They're running for Prince.
Yeah, they're running for Prince.
Jack, I need you to wipe the Prince off of this.
Who's pubic hair?
Speaking of pubic hair, wait, no, we'll put a pin in that for a minute.
Yeah,
we'll put a pin.
I
in
like
that
these
for a minute.
segues. Keep it going.
Put a pin in that. Last thing for my sci-fi fans over there, my people. The Expanse season 4 is out as well, dude. This is gonna be a great Christmas break for me, man.
Wow.
I am excited. So if you like sci-fi, you must watch The Expanse. I'm surprised you haven't jumped on it yet.
I've seen first 6-7 episodes.
Okay, just enough for you to be able to talk to me about it.
It's a good. I know what's happening. I can tell you the characters. Some of them probably dead, but I know what the mistrust is about. By episode 5 or 6.
Oh man! All right, cool. Well, because you're a Star Trek fan. I just thought that would be the one that you dive into.
They're all good, man. It's just have the ability to sit down and
it's time.
Yeah, and sometimes I do it. I did it with Mandalorian. Every now and then I'll come home and I won't feel well.
Yeah.
And I'll I come home early and I was like just sit there and I'll watch something. It feels great,
Yeah.
but it's just
it's tough.
It's
No, I
tough. Maybe
understand.
in the next couple of weeks I'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If I could cannonball one thing, would it be The Expanse?
Personally, yes, just because I know what you like as well.
I've been hearing amazing things about The Watchmen.
No, I haven't heard much
The
about it.
TV show. I've heard, like, one of my friends was like, it's my favorite TV show.
Really?
He's like, and he watches a lot of TV. He's like, it's like a season in, and he's like, it's my favorite TV show.
Interesting.
I was like, ooh. And I
Okay.
really like, the graphic novel and the movie and stuff. So.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the movie didn't impress me all that much.
Or,
I did like the graphic novel.
Yeah.
But then again, that's the thing that won the awards.
Of
So
course.
It is. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, yeah. So there it is. I would say The Expanse, but I haven't watched The Watchmen, so
Okay.
it's a thing. Did you watch The Boys?
Yes, I did watch all of The Boys. Yep.
Such a great show.
Great show.
Might be my favorite superhero show that I've ever seen.
Yep. Shot in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So obviously I'm like, that's where I get my groceries. That's where I walk. Like it's also shot in like not all over Toronto. It's like we're shooting
It's like
in a
3
mile
blocks.
up. Yeah, it's just this 1 mile area.
Really?
Yeah, we're like not moving the set around a lot.
Wow. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like, that's smart for them. I didn't. You know what? To be honest with you, I did not notice that at all. I
Mm.
watched all of The Handmaid's Tale,
Mhm.
which, wow, one of my
Heavy.
favorite shows of all time. I think I'll put that in the top 10. And
done?
what's that?
Is it done?
No, not yet. Not yet. Soon to be though.
Mm.
Soon to be. And that's pretty apparent
Mhm.
that it was shot in Toronto. I'm like, I think the Arendelle stuff, like you Credit Valley, Credit River, you can see some.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it.
It's nice, you know.
Every now and then, and in one of the episodes of The Boys, you saw a glimpse of the CN Tower. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were. You could tell they weren't trying to show it. It was just there was panning. I was like, here's a CN Tower.
Damn, I gotta rewatch this. I did not. I guess in my brain I was already sold that it was somewhere else, so I didn't really notice anything.
So
Jeez. Normally I pick up on that.
Yeah, it's by my place.
Mm.
But yeah, good show.
Yeah.
Good. And it's good to be able to like see somebody make superhero shows without all of the history of comic books. Like, yeah, we can write a superhero show.
It's actually a comic book.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, never mind. Apparently, that's the only way to do it.
I didn't know that either. So me and Eric and I, we went to Kenzo. Good ramen, of course. So we're waiting there because there's always a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to a comic book store just next door because it's freaking freezing outside.
Yeah.
And then to see Eric and his friend relive their entire childhood in a 10-minute span while they're looking at all the comic books that they used to read when they were kids, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
I'm sure, man. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. And then obviously they went on a recommendation spree of like, have you seen this? Have you read this? Have you done this? How are you? So I bought a couple.
All right.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I bought Batman Hush.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let me know if they make a cartoon out of it.
I think they might have already.
Oh, okay. I love those.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
think they
so
might
many
have
of those
already.
cartoon movies.
Yeah, that was the only thing that saved my like save face while I was there. They're like, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, I've seen Under the Red Hood, the comic, book,
Yeah, exactly.
like the movie."
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys went down a trip, and it was really fun to witness that.
Hardcore.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yo, so what? Nothing.
Nothing. What were you saying?
No,
I thought you were gonna ask me something.
about pubic hair.
Okay. Why is it so rough?
Why is it?
Why is it
wire brushes?
Why is everything on your body has modernized, and then you have this throwback area right around your genitals? I don't understand.
Also, why is it that as you get older,
Mm-hmm.
you lose hair where you want it,
Mm-hmm.
and you gain hair where you don't want it?
Right.
God has a sense of humor.
Yeah, it's something. Like, what is might there be like a genetic advantage of this at some point?
Like as you get older,
Yeah, it's just like, oh, don't worry about killing him. I don't know. He looks.
it's not like armor.
I have no idea.
God,
I can't figure it out, man.
It's so thing.
Pubic hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I don't understand if people are trying to stay fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to stay clean, trying to smell good
Yeah.
at all times. But then they have a forest underneath their armpits.
Right.
That seems counterintuitive.
It's true.
You know, if you shave it,
I agree.
you're more fresh.
Yeah.
It seems like an easy thing. And so I don't want it, white people,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to a point where all of a sudden you're like, ooh, bidets. We need to clean our asses with water because that's the cleaner option. That's just better. And then they're selling us products where we've been cleaning our butts with water for the longest time.
Shh. Don't tell them. They don't know that.
You know?
They don't know that.
And it's like, oh, this is the new way to do it.
Yeah.
This is the way to clean. Bitch, we've been doing this
Yeah.
for centuries.
Yeah.
Okay?
Shave your armpits.
Shave your freaking armpits.
It
I don't want to get to a
smells.
point where you're gonna be like, oh, now we're shaving armpits because this is the fresher way. We've been doing that.
Right.
I don't want to hear from you. Quiet
Yeah.
for
Namaste.
all of you.
Yeah. Turmeric. You know. I just start doing things and say like they made turmeric. We've
Right.
been having turmeric and everything. I got
Yeah.
turmeric in my eyes as a baby.
Oh yeah, you put some turmeric in your eyes?
Yeah, as a
What was that for?
ritual.
Oh, it was a ritual.
If you sit by the kitchen, it just gets in you. It's in everything, bro. Just get dusted with it.
yeah.
And
Sprinkle
now
it on
they're like,
anything.
oh, this is turmeric tea.
Mhm.
They'll mispronounce it and stuff.
Yeah, they'll put it in the chocolate. They'll put it in candy.
And
They'll put it in.
They'll just start like regurgitating the friggin'
wiki?
podcast they listen to. Yeah, like, did you know this is good for this, this, and this?
Right.
It's from, and they'll just misstate where it's from. And you're like, no,
right.
man, my mom put this on my ankle when I twisted it. No lie. You know, that's
Yeah.
something that happened.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
I don't need you taking our own stuff
Right.
and then selling it back to us as if it was you that invented it.
Right. Just like the pubic hair.
Shave your armpits.
Shave your armpits, people. That's what I'm saying.
That's the overall ending theme of this podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
Stay fresh.
Stay fresh, you know, keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This has been episode 214 of Crash and Flow. Thanks for hanging with us. Take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a week. And for my pox, vitamin D. take your vitamin D supplements.
What's a POC?
People of color.
Oh, geez. All right. All right, cool.
Take your vitamin D, you'll be happy.
And if you're not a POC, don't. All right? You go.
Stop hoarding it. What?
What do they do if you're not a person of color?
I don't know. Avoid seasonal depression in Canada.
All right. See, something for everybody.
Something for everybody.
Take care. Good night, Patrick.
Take care, people. We'll be back in a week. Good night.